back with some chords today. This is a type of video that I've been doing for a little while because I love the discovery that can be made with some of these shapes, these chords. And it's a very shape approach. A little different from what we usually do on the channel because we're just going to look at the shape, we're going to move the shapes around and truly use our ears and our sense of musical exploration to discover new things on the instrument. And that is coming up. Hi, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is about helping guitar players around the world find their voice on the instrument, develop that voice to tell their own personal musical story. The different chord shapes we're going to study today are available for you in a PDF. You can get those for free. Just follow the link below, and that'll help you explore even more, not just in this video, but this is an ongoing thing. This is how it works. You're going to find some shapes on there with open strings, and you're also going to find some diamonds. Diamonds on the, in this case, on the 5th string. These diamonds are places where you can move these chords while preserving the open strings. And I find that these shapes work really, really well. All right, so this is not a lesson about harmony as in the theory aspect. We're not going to approach this with the theory side. We're really going to approach this with the ears. And I've done this kind of lesson before, and I think it's very, very useful for musical development. If we take the very first shape, I'm looking at my phone here because I have them on a PDF. My printer's not working, so got them here. Okay, that first shape, this one right here, that's the original shape. So we have two open strings, one on the 4th string, one on the 1st, and we play everything except for the low E string. All right, so that's our shape. What is that? Well, we don't need to know. Right? We don't need to know, but it gives us, so a little stutter here, it gives us a sense of something, right? It sounds like something. And your job is to look at the area of the fretboard that we are targeting, and in this case here, that's the slice of the fretboard. Your job is to imagine and search around, you can fish around too, try to find some notes that surround this. Maybe take one of the notes of the chord, move it 2 frets higher. Do you like that sound? Yes? If yes, well, that can be part of the story you're telling. If no, change it. Just find notes around there that will work. And in this case, what I'm doing really is playing a minor pentatonic scale in that zone of the fretboard, starting on the 5th string, 2nd fret. We have frets 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 5. Why? Well, because I've been working on this a little while, and I found that, oh, that position of minor pentatonic works well on this. So that's the kind of thing, that's the kind of connection that you need to make with the starting point, the starting chord, and some things that you may have studied before. Just make music like that. Then we're going to find some diamonds on the PDF that hopefully you downloaded. These diamonds are all on the 5th string, and those are frets you can move to. Now, that's kind of a personal thing. I find that these diamonds work well with that kind of chord. So I skipped some, like for instance, this one I didn't like, but if you like that sound, nothing prevents you from using that sound. You absolutely can if you like it. I don't really like it, so I just keep fishing around. Oh, I like that. And same kind of deal with that new shape here. I'm in the 5th fret. I'm just exploring a little bit around that zone of the fretboard. And the cool thing is that I found that, oh, that position works also. The same position of the minor pentatonic. It does work there. Kind of cool, right? And you'll find different different placements where it's going to work. Some are not going to work. Some are going to work. And that's kind of what the diamonds are there for. All right, let's move on to the next shape. Here you are. Let's move on to the next shape. Back to my phone here. I need to get that printer like that. All right, here's the second one. It's very, very similar. The first shape was like that, right? So on the 5th string, we had the index playing the 2nd fret. Then we had open string, then the middle finger on the 2nd fret, the ring on the 3rd, and then open. The only thing that changes here is that ring finger is also going to go on the 2nd fret. Beautiful chord, right? And you can move that around to places and just try all the different frets. Take note of what you like and what you don't like. That's kind of cool, right? So once you explored sounds that you kind of like, and if there's one that really sticks out, like this one, for instance, I really like, that's where you can analyze what's going on. So I've got a C, so I'm going to consider the C to be the magnet. So I'm in a C thing, C chord. What is that? Well, that's a major 2nd, okay? And then here I've got a minor 7th, all right? Then this note right here, so all that is interval related. That's another 2nd or a 9th. This note, that's a 3rd. Okay, so I've got a chord here made of a root, a 2nd, a 9th, a minor 7th, and a major 3rd. So that, it's a dominant 7 chord, right? It's a different way of playing, you know, your typical minor 7, typical dominant 7th in C. You can play it this way. In dominant 7th, you can associate that with all the scales that would work over a dominant 7th chord. For instance, the Mixolydian, for example. So I did something here that I shouldn't do, really. I kind of like when I'm exploring things, suggests that you try to match the shape you're working in with a scale that is in the same zone of the fretboard. I didn't do that here. Bad habit, I guess. But in this case, if I match this to the Mixolydian mode in that area of the fretboard, it allows me to kind of blend the rhythm and the scales together. So that's for that 3rd shape. There's a lot of things that we can do with that. And there are 5 different shapes like that you can use. Well, there's a lot more actually, but on the PDF, there's 5. This is what I'm doing, by the way. I'm looking at these shapes that I prepared yesterday for this lesson, and they are all on my phone. Yep, bad angle. Anyways, you can get this again, right? It'll be bigger if you print it out. Let's take a look at the 3rd shape. So I'll do a close-up here. Here's my 3rd shape. We're starting low on the fretboard always because we're gonna move those around. But here's the shape. Really nice and open. I like that a lot. So what we have here is, again, we're not using the 6th string at all for these shapes. We've got the 1st fret, open, 3, 3, and open. Then you could follow the diamonds on the PDF, or you can explore on your own if you'd like. Nice, when I'm playing it from C there. From the 4th fret, nope, you can tell. Yep, from the D, that works really well from the 5th fret. So you've got 3 chords already, one from the 1st fret, one from the 3rd, one from the 5th. You can start writing stuff. And combine that with other shapes that we've seen. So it's kind of an organic way of playing like that. So that's for the 3rd shape. All I'm doing is moving that around. And so forth. Let's take a look at the 4th shape. I think the 4th shape It's kind of reversed here, I believe. That's what I had. Nope, not quite. Here's that fourth shape. This time it's kind of a stretch. We're going to start with our ring finger on the 5th string, 5th fret. The 4th string is open. Then we've got the index on the 3rd string, 3rd fret. And we're going to use our pinky on the 2nd string, 6th fret. And the 1st string is going to be open. Here's our chord. Nice, right? That sounds a lot like the first shape that we had starting from the 5th, right? So you can combine both. You're going to make some connections like that. And then try different... I don't like that, so I'm going to skip it. Like that a lot. That one sticks out to me. It's very unique, I think. So that's where I'm going to look at the intervals and decide, all right, what is this? And find a shape around that. Your ear is going to help you with that. Okay, I've got my shape drawn out. All right, to me that sounds like a D that attracts this particular chord. That's what I'm hearing, the attraction. So this it's an inversion of the chord. We're starting with the 3rd in this case. So anyways, that's kind of the paths you can take with those kind of chords. And then the 5th one that is listed under here, I'll back on the phone. I promise I'll be more prepared next time. Here it is, this one right here. I like it, don't you? If not, skip it. Don't use it. But that particular one, again, we're starting on the 5th string, 3rd fret. Skip the next. Then we have, with the pinky, we're reaching for the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. And then we have the index on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and the 1st string is open. And you can move that a little bit and see what works. They all kind of work there. He's got that chromatic thing. Going on, and it's just a path of exploration. All right, that is what I have for you today. Just different chords. There are so many more, but these chords are movable and they sound maybe a little different than the chords you might be used to playing, and they really open new doors to exploration, to creativity, but also they open paths towards more understanding of the instrument, because you can start analyzing some of the chords that stand out to you and ask yourself, what is that? Look at the intervals, try to match it with a scale, and take that path. It really helps a lot, I think, instead of just reading a book of scales. I really like doing that. Again, the charts are available for you for free. Just visit the link below. That's the top line of the comment section. It would take me to a page, enter your best email address so that I can send you these chords. And if this is your first visit, say hi below. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you like this kind of videos, because every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a new video just like this one comes out, helping guitar players around the world find their own personal musical personality. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this. I'll see you next time. Practice well.